Hello, everyone, and welcome to our session today on AP European History, Unit 3, which is about absolutism and constitutionalism. We're going to start off with a short video just to frame the information for the day so that you know what we are going to be talking about and just give you some prior knowledge.
All right, you're here for a review of Unit 3 of AP European History, so let's get to it. Get them brain cows ready for milking because we ain't got no time to waste. Now, the title of this unit tells you what it's all about: absolutism and constitutionalism. These are two new innovations on government that are going to dominate Europe during this period. So the question is, which states will become absolutist and which states will become constitutional and why? Intrigue. And everything we talked about in the last unit sets the stage for these innovations in government. In that unit, states were working to centralize power, and the Reformation and the wars of religion helped states along that road by merging political and religious authorities and providing common enemies to unite against. And as a result, those states would go one of two ways in this unit: absolutism or constitutionalism. And I reckon we ought to start with absolutism. Okay, one of the major political shifts during this period was the shift towards absolutism in European monarchies. And that's exactly what it sounds like. Absolutism describes how monarchs consolidated all state power under themselves in order to advance the needs of their own state. Now remember that prior to this period, power was distributed among monarchs, nobles, and the church. But during this period, monarchs looked around at each other and said, "Hey, y'all want all the power?" To which they responded, "Absolutely." Monarchical power joke? Nailed it. Anyway, let's consider a couple of factors that led to the rise of absolutist states. First, there was the weakened influence of the Catholic Church due to a growing acceptance and tolerance of Protestant practice and a lack of interest in religious warfare after the Peace of Westphalia. Second, merchant classes were expanding rapidly during this period of global trade, and in some measure they desired absolute monarchs for the economic and political stability they could provide. Additionally, this meant that power was shifting away from landed nobility into the hands of this new merchant class. So when I mentioned earlier that power was shared between three entities, look at what's happening now. The power of the nobility is waning, and so is the power of the church. And who's left? Monarchs, and their power is only going to increase during this period. Now, you're going to need to know some examples of these absolutist rulers, and the poster boy for absolutism is and always will be Louis XIV of France. He was fond of saying, "L'état c'est moi," which when being translated means, "I am the state." In other words, he saw himself in his own person as the highest and only authority for France. Now, while Louis
So thank you for taking the time to watch that video. And spoiler alert, this longer version of this video is going to be a resource that you can use for our activity later. At this time, we're going to have you go into breakout rooms where you are going to, in your group, work together to figure out what's information that you already know about this unit in AP European history. And then you're going to come up with some questions about what are things you want to know about this unit of AP European history. So the way that it's going to work is I'm going to put you in a breakout group on Zoom randomly, and whatever group you're assigned to, the number, that is the slide you're going to take, and you're all going to work together. I am dropping the link to this slideshow in the chat so that you are able to go to your slide. So I'm going to put you in those breakout rooms now. Welcome back, everyone, from the breakout rooms. So, surprise, surprise, we are going to be using the information that you wanted to know to do our next activity. So you can see here, I was able to take all of the questions that you guys did in the want to know area and compile them here into our scavenger hunt. Yes, today we are going to be doing a scavenger hunt. So what's going to happen is you are going to use Prezi, and I am dropping the link into the chat to the Prezi website. You are going to create your Prezi account, and then as a team, yes, we are doing teams again, you are going to create a Prezi presentation that answers all of these questions in our scavenger hunt. We want interesting presentations. We want fun. We want exciting. We want flashy. And the reason is because at the end, you are going to share out your presentation, and the whole group is going to vote on who they think had the best presentation. The group with the best presentation is the winner. We will come up with a fun prize for you. As of right now, it's my love and respect for your prowess and knowledge about AP European history, but I'm sure there can be a prize that follows. Now, you may be asking yourself, how am I going to find the answers to these questions? Well, here are some resources linked here. All of these resources you can use to help you answer the questions in your scavenger hunt so that you can be the winner of this competition. So we're going to take 30 minutes. I'm going to put you guys again into randomly assigned breakout rooms. And you are going to, number one, check out what the questions are. Number two, create a Prezi account and presentation. Number three, as a group, find the answers to these questions using the resources I've provided and present your presentation.